Let's go.
Do gang versus everybody. Do gang versus everybody. Do gang versus everybody.
Hey, it's the dope show. The dope show. The dope show. The dope show. It's the dope show. The dope show. The dope show. Hey, what you know about it? This is DK right here. Episode 5 of It's the Dope Show with me and this guy.
Episode 5, The Choice.
For all of our other language speaking, because I have no idea what you just said.
Episode 5 of Dope Choice. That's not even really Spanish. Sorry to all my Spanish people. But Cinco's real. 5.
Okay. Shout out to my LANs. Because we
Los
speak a whole different
Angelinos?
language.
Los Angelinos?
Hey.
What the hell is an LAN? A LAN? Hey, yeah,
It's the
aliens?
dope
You
show.
talking to aliens?
No, I said LA people. My LA people.
My aliens.
My LANs.
It's Angelinos.
What up? What up? What
She's
up?
talking to aliens.
We in Los Angeles, so we need to specify that because I'm hearing a lot of New York talk on some of these shows I'm looking
you
at.
know, I woke up, put my Timbs on, got me a ham and cheese from the
Got my bomb on, my Timbs.
What's it called? From the
bodega.
From the bodega. There you go.
From the corner bodega. Shout out to my New York people.
Yeah.
Right. I'm feeling New York real good. Ready to go back. No, all I'm saying is it's dominant as far as the things I listen to.
Yeah,
I don't want to name y'all. But, you know. Y'all New York. We LA though. We LA. Sunny LA.
How she does we gotta get like when we start getting our sounds, we gotta get a after. Cause you be like, that's like the cocking back the gun.
Cocking it. This is my
Cause you guys.
it's just what I do.
Okay, do what you do.
I do.
You know me, I be like, yo, what's going on? You know what it is. Shit like
your
that.
Freeze tag and your little slump chair.
Not slump. My back hurts from work.
Oh yeah, we do have a hard-working man right here. I'm very proud of this guy.
I work hard every day.
Sticking to it. So a lot of these young guys
sticking
don't
to it
have
and
jobs.
sticking it to the man at the same time. Don't talk about niggas without jobs, because niggas is gonna be hurt.
I live that life.
Niggas gonna be hurt.
I live that life. I recruit people for a living, and I unfortunately don't see a lot of my brothers applying. First of all, I need you guys to be more proactive if you're looking for work. I need you to get online. I need you to look for anything that's entry level. I need you to be open-minded. But we can talk about that another time. Email me if you need some advice.
Intern. You can see from right there? Huh? Oh, our intern doesn't want to hear her voice on camera no more because she said it's annoying. I've been telling her that for a long time. This is the first time she realized it.
We don't mute ourselves in 2018, Miss Thang. We are vocal women.
You're loud.
Okay? So say what you gotta say when you gotta say it. No apologies.
Except to me.
You know who else lives by that motto? Our girl Rihanna. I want to have her start off today because she, number one, is doing her thing. Shout out to Riri, bad girl Riri. And she recently declined the Super Bowl people reached out to her to perform halftime show. And guess what? She declined because she's supporting our boy Colin Kaepernick and the cause. So shout out for that. Also, her beauty line, Fenty Beauty, it's on its way to being $1 billion company. It's actually surpassing KKW Beauty and Kylie Cosmetics. So shout out to Riri on that too. Yeah, we love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Makeup and stuff. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Rihanna is not that cute to me. Just to me. Like, look.
Everyone has their...
No, she's cute, but like not... Now that she got thicker, she's way cuter than what she been before. When she
I don't
was
think anyone really cares about what you think about Rihanna.
I don't care. I'm telling my opinion about what we're talking about, and I'm the one who throws cards.
You always seem to go there.
You don't throw cards. I throw cards.
We don't need to rate women and all.
I'm not rating her. She's a beautiful woman, and I'm happy for her success and all that stuff. But it's just always something I wanted to say out loud was that she's...
You wanted the world to know.
Her looks are overrated to me. She's a
I mean,
beautiful person.
after her
I'm
hairline
getting in trouble
surgery,
for this
she's
shit.
gorgeous.
Some people gonna fucking be mad as fuck.
I'm just saying. Shout out to Tyga.
Not saying I don't like her music or I don't like her. She's beautiful, beautiful as hell. But just the attention.
Well, you got your intern feeling herself. She's like, well, he liked me. Speaking of Colin Kaepernick, I want to go back to the Me Too movement because they have adopted the bended knee symbol and represent their protest. And I say, fuck out of here with that bullshit. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. You don't take the knee bending and use it for your cause because it already has momentum from what it's supposed to be putting attention to, which is police brutality among people of color, specifically black men, young men, or men in general. And we are not taking that. You get your own symbol. Well, I'll say we. I mean, I'm a woman. I've probably been Me Too'd, or I can be hashtag Me Too as well.
If you Me Too, my mama will fuck you up. Don't let me find out you got Me Too.
I mean, in life, things happen. All I'm saying is...
No, I didn't Me Too. That shit just doesn't happen. That doesn't just happen in regular life.
Work in corporate America. Work in music business. Work in... Yeah, it's out there. Just walk down the street.
No.
All right.
It's different.
In a woman's body.
Okay, well, that's why you gotta keep the shank on you. A sticky. Poke somebody. Fuck that.
Well, I say get your own movement symbol.
So,
all right? So keep doing what you're doing.
To my fans, I throw the cards. You don't throw cards. That's my thing. So to my fans, what basically she was saying is the women. Yeah, I got my own separate. You got your fans, and I got my fans, and we got fans of both of us. I got my fans.
We're talking to everybody.
So
even
everybody,
even our haters.
But so to sum it up, is what she's saying is the feminists and the people in the Me Too, the women in the Me Too movement, I guess maybe men too. Men are probably in it too. Like, but they're taking a knee stance as they're trying to make it their thing, and it's not their thing. It's not your thing. Don't try to make it your thing. If it was for sexual, like anything sexual, then I would understand you trying to make it your thing. But it's for a completely different cause, and you trying to make it your thing is kind of disrespectful, in my opinion. Throws
Let's
card.
just wrap up on that.
Throws card. I need cards I can just throw, even if
I'll hand you the card then next time.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg actually has something to say about the Me Too movement as well. And if you ever heard of anything about Whoopi on The View, she is always against the grain, or most of the time. And this time, she's telling these women who have come up and spoken out, these popular women mostly, that, quote, that they used sex with ugly men to win Oscars.
And then they complained about it after.
Boom, boom. So her thing is, you got what you got out of the whole thing. Don't come back later and then come trying to condemn these men when you got what you wanted. Which is basically a slap in the face to the people who have come out in the movement, in my opinion.
I believe it. Girls have sex with ugly men for less, like gas money or...
All of those women didn't get Oscars, though.
No, I'm not saying I believe like every woman, but I believe she's saying, like, I feel like what she's saying is, what a lot of people are saying is that the Me Too movement has become something that it wasn't supposed to be. Like, people are coming out who aren't supposed to be coming out for it. They didn't get, you know what I mean? They're taking it to a whole new extreme. They knew what was going on. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them knew what was going on, and now they're trying to reap the benefits of what these women who actually got abused started. That's right.
I think as with anything, there's always going to be those assholes who take advantage of something that's going on so that they can get on for whatever reason or however means. So that kind of goes with that. But I mean, I hear what she's saying as well. There are people who have reaped benefits from the Me Too movement. I mean, if there was a casting couch and they got on the casting couch and got that role, they got the role. I mean, they got what they did it for. So with that being said, that's the wrap up on that. So on to your president.
Who's president?
Your president.
Who's president?
Your president.
your president.
He recently passed the Music Modernization Act. Yeah, it's actually a good thing. What it is it's an act that closes loopholes so that artists, singers, songwriters, producers can reap the benefits of the online or the digital system that the industry is based on now, as far as streams, sales, etc. So it happened right after the meeting with Kanye West, so I'm kind of questioning whether or not he had something to do with that.
Can we put up boo?
Speaking of the White House, we'll just lead into T.I. with that by saying that he recently released a video promo for, I think he's dropping something, but it was a look-alike of Melania Trump stripping in the White House for T.I. and he was in the Oval Office while Trump was traveling. It's we'll put it up, but
Melania Trump did not go to Mar-a-Lago with the president this weekend, which has a lot of people wondering.
Yeah, it's really interesting. The White House actually spoke out. Melania's spokesperson is asking for a boycott of T.I. So I'm not sure exactly who she's calling on for that. I don't think their constituents listen to T.I. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe they do. But that happened.
Trump doing that for the music is cool with me, but Trump, you are not cool with me. You can make moves that are cool with me, but you doesn't mean you are cool with me. T.I. putting your wife in his video, well, a lookalike version of your wife in this video, is kind of hilarious, kind of disrespectful, but more hilarious because you're super disrespectful. So.
And no word from Trump as of yet. I mean, for the most part, he jumps on Twitter just like that when anybody says anything about him that he doesn't like, that he feels is noteworthy. So maybe that's his point, is that he doesn't feel T.I. is worth a response. I don't know.
I don't think Trump is responding because the midterm elections are coming up and he's trying to stay out of the media as far as Twitter and all that other stuff.
Speaking of those elections, November 6th, make sure you're reading up and getting that knowledge before
November 6th!
Before you vote.
Vote, nigga!
Don't just vote just to vote. Know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, I just say sit it out, honestly.
Read up on it.
I kind of feel like T.I. put himself in a position though with that, because if the White House cares so much to actually respond to you and say, call for people to boycott, they're digging in those records. They're digging in those.
T.I. is clean.
I would hope he is.
Clean.
I hope he is.
He is.
Who probably to me is not that clean is Pusha T.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Usher.
Oh, we haven't gotten to that, but yeah.
Oh.
Pusha T responded again to Drake in his interview with LeBron James on his HBO show, The Shop.
I tell him I'm having trouble with my son's mother. We had a conversation. I shared my...
The information came from 40. It didn't come from Kanye. At all.
So Pusha T came out to basically denounce Drake's claims that Kanye is who gave Pusha T all of the intel about him for the diss track that everyone says Drake lost to. People are saying Drake is dead now. It doesn't look like it to me. But he said that Drake's producer and longtime friend 40 is the one who's pillow talked to some chick who then in turn went and told Pusha T's camp the information about his son. Do we believe him? Do I believe him? I do not. I feel like that could have also happened, but I do believe Kanye was the culprit behind all of it, and I stand by that.
Either could be true. You got fake homies out there, and you got pillow talking females and males. So it could go either way, and I think that this beef is over. Drake did lose to me as well, and I'm a big Drake fan, but that doesn't mean he's over because he's still making great music, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I don't listen to Pusha T. I mean, not because I'm a Drake fan. I never had listened to Pusha T ever in my life. I mean, except when he had that one song with Tyler. That shit was kind of cool.
What it looks to me though like is that Pusha T is is Kanye's pit bull in this scenario, and he's just doing all the barking and the biting or whatever. But Kanye has the leash in his hand. He's the one controlling everything, and I don't have respect for Pusha T for his part in this, because I don't feel it was that deep that he mentioned his fiance by name. He did not drag her through the mud like that deep where he would need to come like that. So whatever.
I don't know.
That's my opinion.
I think about there's two ways to look at it.
There's a lot of ways.
There's a whole bunch of ways to look at it. But you know, Drake still lost.
I mean, he decided, whatever. Yeah.
He lost because he didn't respond. He didn't respond.
And he said he had a response and didn't come with it because it was too down and dirty.
People said he had a. He said that was him. I heard people say it.
If you watch the interview, he said it.
Oh yeah, people had said it before he did though. People were like, oh, he got some shit, but it's
yeah. Kanye and Kim Kardashian West were in Uganda recently, Africa, visiting with the president, and he gifted him a pair of Yeezys on camera. They had a whole, photo shoot. They both signed the shoes for him. He seemed fascinated with the shoes. He said, "What are those?" That's what he said. But he also gifted a schoolyard full of kids a pair of Yeezys for each of the kids.
I thought he gave Yeezys to everybody in Uganda.
He might have.
Something like that.
They only showed those things, but he may have gone all over town throwing out Yeezys. But he's there supposedly recording an album. He's also interested in building tourism and schools for hospitality for tourism. So he wants to basically focus on tourism over there. People are getting rich in Africa, so I mean, he's not over there for no reason. And there's criticism about the Yeezy gifts because these people, for the most part, are they live in poverty and they only make about $600 annually per household. So to gift them these shoes instead of something that they can actually use, something more worthwhile. But yeah, that happened. And
okay, so Kanye's out there giving broke Africans Yeezys. Look, check this out. That is crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. They need money. Give them money. They could go sell the Yeezys online. But guess what? They don't have internet. They are broke. They don't got no damn internet. Or they might have internet. It's Uganda. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong.
Somebody
Ugandan people don't get mad at me.
There's some hustlers in Uganda.
That's true. They could sell it, but are they going to be able to sell it for what it's worth in America? You know what I mean?
They have a ban. People are lined up.
What I'm saying is Kanye, I mean, he might have gave money out too. The media. So Kanye, I don't know how these people in Uganda feel about you giving them sneakers instead of money. Or maybe you have been giving them money. I have no idea. The media only portrays one side of the truth.
So the AMAs premiered on the 9th of October. Did you watch?
No.
Yeah, neither did I. I actually didn't even, I forgot it came on. It was the 46th annual. It was hosted by Tracy Ellis Ross, who we love from Blackish. Diana Ross's
loves.
You love her.
She's cool. So
it was presented by YouTube Music. Cardi B and Drake led the nominations 8 each, and Taylor Swift and Camila Cabello were the big winners with 4 each. So,
congratulations to Drake, who's not. What did you say? Pusha said about him? He's people have been saying or something. His music, he lost, and he's falling or something.
They said he's dead.
He's dead, but he just won 4 awards. How's he dead?
He was nominated, don't they?
Oh, I thought he won 4. They got 4 apiece for winning.
Taylor Swift and Camila got 4 each.
Taylor Swift. Fuck. Taylor Swift. And I don't care about the AMAs.
Well, what about the BET Awards?
Don't care. Watched for you guys, to give you guys.
You know how geek this guy was when those awards were on?
No,
he was so excited when Lil Wayne was coming up.
Yeah, that's the only part that I was excited for.
Like a child.
I was only excited for Lil Wayne to come. I thought he was gonna perform, and he didn't perform. So
it was the BET Hip Hop Awards. Let's distinguish that. It was like the bootleg of
the Bootleg Entertainment Awards.
There it is, hosted by D-Ray Davis.
I like the fact. Hey, shout out D-Ray. I like the fact that D-Ray got that job hosting that.
He's doing all kinds of things.
I know. He's in
Hollywood Hip Hop
couple
Squares.
shows. I'm not gonna name because they're not paying us. Some other things, but D-Ray, good job, man. Good job hosting that. That was cool.
Lil Pump opened the show. The audience was a little dry on him. I don't know if it was because it was the start of the show or if it was because they're just dry on him. But when Gucci Mane came on, it seemed to loosen up a little bit. Lil Baby performed. I wasn't too thrilled with his performance. You have anything else
The
to say?
sound. Okay, so Lil Pump went up first, and I don't necessarily like all of Lil Pump's music, but I do like his grind. I've seen him come from like, you know, way less than he is now, so that's cool. Him going to the front of the BET Awards, but his stage presence was way less than he has. I've seen him dive off of shit and do all, and it was just really like awkward. Like he seemed like he didn't want to be there, or he just wanted to check real quick and was gonna dip. Nobody was standing up, and then Gucci came out, and everybody stood up, but they were also, they're in Florida, which is Lil Pump's home city, so home state. So I don't know but Gucci's good everywhere, so I don't know. And then
Lil Baby had a performance. He actually surrounded himself with Caucasian runway models.
It was Lil Baby and Gunna, and it probably wasn't their choice.
I doubt.
Don't say he.
I doubt that it was not something
they don't have nothing to do with that, though.
How do you know?
People, they go, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have 3 girls right here.
And they can say, nah, shorty.
3 girls. They don't say black, white. They say we're gonna have 3 girls dancing over here. We're gonna have 3 girls dancing over here. They don't say, oh, we're gonna have 3 white girls over here, a black girl in the back. They don't say that.
So that happened.
The only bad thing about the performance was that the sound was horrible. Besides that, everything was cool.
I think he had a track in the back.
Lil Baby did have a track in the back. Besides that, everything was cool. And models are models, and there were black models up there too. So
barely. Cardi B though, her performance was real strong. I actually appreciated her performance, especially being that she just had a baby. She looked great. She did her thing. I think she was motivated behind this whole beef with you know who, because I feel like she had her gun. Her guns were out and she was shooting. She was just like, I'm here, I'm doing my thing, and whatever you say can't do nothing, can't hurt me. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. So the ciphers, of course, is what we look forward to, what I look forward to in all of the these award shows. I was most impressed by the female cipher, to be honest, but with Erykah Badu.
Yeah, she was the most impressive of the female ciphers.
You think so?
Of the female ciphers?
Erykah was?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Vic Mensa, that whole talked about freestyle, actually, it was mild. I mean, they bleeped out Triple X's name when he mentioned him, but I don't know why BET decided to even allow that in the first place, because they knew that the mom was going to be there. It was a sensitive subject. I feel
X's mom was receiving an award for X. Extension's mom was in the building. She picked up an award for her son during this whole thing. The cipher was going on, and Vic Mensa, I'm confused about who this dude is still. I don't understand. Vic Mensa was in the cipher, and he talked about extension and
no, I'm not
gonna say it like that every time. Extension. I'm not gonna say that every time. I'm gonna say extension. Extension. He talks about extension. I mean, rest in peace to dude. No disrespect. No disrespect. Not at all. No disrespect. He talked about extension, and he talked about how his, we don't talk about, we don't support women abuse, but then to come to find out, Vic Mensa. I'm not going. That's just never gonna stick. I've listened to his music before. That shit just doesn't stick in my head. The music's cool, but the name. So I think of Vince Staples. I always think of Vince Staples, which is who's dope.
And we're gonna see him at Complex Con coming up. FYI.
Complex Con coming up. FYI. Yeah. So Vic. Damn it. What's his name?
Vic Mensa.
Basically, Vic has been a hypocrite with this freestyle right. Because he himself has admitted to choking out an ex-girlfriend during a fight. He admitted it on another show a couple years ago, and for him to have admitted this and then come out and condemn somebody for it, somebody who's not even alive anymore, is preposterous. So
definitely, you can't go up on a platform and say we don't mess with. People who beat women, and then come to find out 2 years prior, there's an interview of you talking about you beating up a woman. That doesn't make sense. You sound like a foolie. Lame. Nice.
So Lil Wayne was a recipient of the I Am Hip Hop Award. I think
that's the first I Am Hip Hop Award. Yeah, I've never heard of it, and I don't know who made it up, and I feel like it has to do with this album coming out. I mean, but the people behind
he's winning right now. He got Cash Young Money.
Don't mess with me about
100%.
Of course he's winning. He's been winning.
Carter 5 is out.
Wayne been winning.
Doing his thing. DJ Khaled brought him out with a long introduction speech as well as a self-promotion.
Can I do it?
Along with that
thing of the speech? Yo, I'm here to talk about Wayne, but my name is DJ Khaled, and we the best, and you know Wayne, but you know me, and you know how we do, and we just been doing things since. And he just did that for like 10 minutes, and then he let Wayne come on and give a very beautiful speech, in my opinion.
Yeah, he had a lot to say. He actually also thanked a police officer who saved his life when he was young, and that was touching. So shout out to Lil Wayne.
You know about when he got shot in the chest. He shot himself as a child. Officer came and saved him. He talked about that officer. There's a couple things you should pick up from the BT Awards. Not the whole thing, but there's the Wayne interview. I mean the Wayne, not interview, but the Wayne tribute was cool. Kendrick was in it. Kendrick wasn't even there or nominated or anything, but he was in it in the tribute. So
sure wasn't. So there's new music that has dropped this month. Quavo solo project. 19 songs. It's getting a lot of flack. He had a Nicki diss in there.
Nicki.
I mean,
what'd he say?
Nicki.
Do you need? Are you? He said, "I skeeted on your face." No, basically that's what he said. Though.
Very disrespectful.
Basically, he said that.
But I'm not mad at it. I actually listened to it on our long ride in the car a couple times. I actually liked it. I vibed to it. It was a couple things that probably didn't belong on it. Like
it was some regular Migos,
maybe 15 songs,
regular Quavo shit. But maybe it was 15. Cool. Like for an album for just Quavo, he's gonna make some bread off it. Like, cause just his album. I mean, they share. First of all, let me let y'all know that these three dudes, they split the profit evenly, no matter what, no matter who does what project, no matter, Quavo could do a song with. Nicki or whatever, well, shit, the one who won't be mentioned, and then he's gonna split the profit with his family. Like they split it 3 ways, no matter which way it's circumcised. Which way is circumcised? I was about to say that. There's only one way it can be circumcised. Well, that's cool.
That's probably a way to keep the group together.
Yeah, no, that's definitely because if it wasn't for that, fucking Takeoff wouldn't be getting no money.
Right.
I mean, Takeoff is one of the hardest ones in the group.
Maybe he's launching next.
No, they're all doing solo shit. So.
Yeah. Well, Offset's been very visible. So.
Yeah.
Usher also released. I think it's called The A. but it's with Zaytoven, the producer.
Oh yeah, Zaytoven did.
The whole project.
Made the whole thing. Yeah.
So I guess JD is out the picture on this one. He's sitting this one out.
JD's too busy dealing with Bow Wow and
all his shenanigans, right? But I don't know. I liked the vibe. It was a different sound for Usher to me, but I felt like with all the love songs and the sexual innuendos, all I could really think about were all the herpes stories. Honestly, so I was like not really here for that. So I don't know. I think Usher.
He was like rapping though. It was like when Trey Songz started rapping and doing that rap. You know what I'm talking about? When Trey Songz dropped like the rap album, kind of like it was rap. It was like kind of rap. Trey Songz did this shit that was like kind of rap. I think it was Trey Songz. It was cool.
Are you talking about Chris Brown?
Who?
Chris Brown?
No, I'm not. We'll never confuse Chris Brown with Trey Songz. Chris Brown. Excuse me, miss. Saw you from across.
Chris Brown.
No, that's Chris Brown.
Okay.
Not Trey Songz. Trey Songz dropped like a rap album. It was like singing, but more rap, but then singing. And this Usher was like rapping kind of, and then that's why he used Zaytoven. Zaytoven beat. Zaytoven.
So I probably won't listen to it because I can't get that stuff out of my head. So.
Oh my God! So she can't listen to somebody. Okay, so you got to stop listening to half these rappers out here.
But half these rappers out here don't have it out and not being sued for herpes. His lawsuit went. There was more than one person. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, so, LMI, is that how you pronounce it?
LMI.
Or is it LMA?
LMA. I don't know. A lot of people say it.
You guys let us know. Is it LMI or LMA? I have no idea.
Well, her new album dropped.
I don't know who this is.
She had a hit single, was Trip. She had more than two hits. More than
Boo.
Boo.
She has Boo? Boo Boo or Boo? She's Boo Boo. Our intern says LMI is Boo Boo.
No, I didn't. I love her.
Oh. No, you said she was Boo Boo.
She and Jaquise. So Jaquise, the singer, had remade, or he remade Trip.
He did his own little remix.
He did his own version of it, and it actually gained a lot of traction, a lot of attention. A lot of people didn't even know that hers was the original, so it caused a problem with the label. They had it shut down. He was on SoundCloud. He was trying to monetize it. That, in my opinion, he was trying to monetize it.
What?
Which, in my opinion, is crossing the line.
Well, you can't.
It wasn't your song.
Owns it.
He was trying to benefit from it in a monetary way.
Make sense. I thought he did it to do it for fun. That's different. He tried to make money off of her.
He's trying to sell it as his own, basically.
Oh, you can't do that.
But they've made up online. I saw there was a clip of them hugging it out. So all is well with LMA or Mai, and
bro, if they were smart, they would have just never even hugged it out. They would have never hugged it out, and then they would have just did a song together and just dropped it.
Some genius.
That shit would have been tight.
Some genius person
put together both.
Put a song together with each of them alternating the lines, and it was brilliant. That's all they had to do.
That's all they had. I mean, shit, but niggas. That shit fake anyway. So what's we got?
Woman abuser Kevin Gates is out of jail and he dropped a project.
Hold on. I don't like Kevin Gates like that, but that does not mean we're gonna call him a woman abuser.
He is
because he kicked that girl on stage. She was trying to grab his pant leg.
She was not.
Yes, she was.
That footage did not justify.
He did not just kick.
That footage did not justify what he did, and that's why he went to jail.
This man who's not just been performing all his almost like his whole adult life did not just walk up and kick some random person.
He was on stage. He might have gotten his pants leg pulled on. It doesn't matter. You don't need to kick. He kicked her with such force. He did not need to do that.
She flew back like.
He did not need to do that. And if you agree with that, you ain't shit.
No, he didn't know if it was a girl or a guy. He didn't know. He just knew.
He knew.
He was getting his pant leg ready. No, you can't. Look, you see how we got this light on us right now? You're on stage. You got 4, 5, 6 of these.
Right in the front.
You can't see. All you see is hands and somebody grabbing
That's why he went to jail. So don't try to defend him now. You too late.
Okay, so what about people? No, that's stupid. No, this nigga went to jail. He did kick the girl. He didn't. He might not even known it was. He didn't know. All he saw was a hand.
You defending him? You like to defend the scumbags.
I don't know. I'm not. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying, man. Like, don't grab up on me on stage because 5 of y'all are liable to get kicked. I'm like,
if he didn't like it, he could have had security remove her or something.
He can't see.
You see this light? He can see his security. He can see his security.
Okay, what were they doing? Blame it on them, not him. They should have went to jail.
He went to jail.
But they weren't doing their job.
Nevertheless, he dropped a project. I haven't heard it. I was just throwing it out there because we're talking about new music. So you remember the meme track of Kodak Black with Travis Scott and Offset? Well, I don't know if Offset was in that. Actually.
I think he was in the back with the hoodie and the shorts.
Yeah, that. Let's throw that up.
Yeah, let's throw a clip of that. Everybody's making fun of that shit. When he was like, hey, but hey,
there's there's a challenge actually. People were playing the instrumental doing it.
Kodak was on top doing that shit.
It reminds me of a video game.
Oh, the song in the background probably might.
Well, the song is out. It's called ZZ.
That shit is hard. I fuck with that shit. Yeah, I like that song. I like it.
It's cool.
And then Kodak, and he said, I'm looking like I'm still doing. I'm looking like I'm still doing fraud. That's my favorite line.
Pull up in a demon old car, looking like I still do fraud.
Of course.
I've never done fraud.
People are saying they wish they would have stayed with the instrumental.
People are. Oh, they like the instrumental. The instrumental is fucking hard because it's so subtle. But then that shit hard. Shit is hard.
So that's for the new music wrap up.
Those are whack. No, that's not it for the new music wrap up.
What else you got?
I don't have anything else. I guess that's it.
We threw out a new video. If you want to throw out some new music, our artist Juvi the Prince, his video, Get It Poppin'.
J. Juve, get this shit, I'ma get it poppin'. J. Juve, get this shit, I'ma get it poppin'. J. Juve, get this shit poppin'. JTP, always get this shit poppin'.
You can check it out on our website, dopesalliance.com. And shout out to Juvi the Prince.
Shout out to Juvi the Prince. I also want to shout out me.
Rapper Fabolous is
Fab.
hot water.
Fab. Who recorded that? Go ahead.
He's being indicted by the New Jersey grand jury for...
New Jersey. I've never been.
There are 4 domestic abuse charges, 3rd degree. His name is John Jackson, actually. So his domestic partner, Emily, who is his stylist, longtime girlfriend. His girl is his stylist? Baby's mother stylist.
My girl couldn't be my stylist. She dresses like a grandma.
There was a fight with the family that was on video. I'm not sure where the video,
I think the neighbors, that's what I was going to say. I think the neighbors recorded it. Or the kids from the window. I thought it was a house recording. Oh, it might have been one. Either the kids or the neighbors from a window. No, somebody from a window. Either neighbors or the kids recorded that.
Well, that recording went viral earlier this year.
Throw up a clip of that.
I don't give a fuck what the fuck you have him at my house for. Sure. That's my motherfucking daughter. Fucking get the fuck away from me. You are fucking ain't no third. Okay? Yeah, I don't have to have bullets here. You gonna see Emily got your name on it. Get on fucking take me, man.
Cause you remember it. You remember Fab trying to kill his wife and her dad. You remember that? Not kill, trying to kill. Excuse me. Allegedly.
Okay. Yeah, so that happened. He was being charged for wielding those what looked like scissors, threatening her father. I mean, it was just a big melee. It was just so disgusting, honestly, because those kids are in the house, or the kids are there. The kids are there during, I mean, there's obviously, this wasn't the first blow up. So, Emily dropped the charges. She did file charges at that time. Supposedly he had punched her several times in the face. She knocked out 2 of her teeth. I mean, there was a lot of fallback.
That's fucked up.
It's not funny.
I'm laughing because it's fucked up.
But she's
I'm not
still
laughing
there.
because it's funny.
Bottom line, she's still there.
That's another
the kids are still there in the house, and she has since dropped the charges. But the state, as they can and do, picked up the charges and are running.
They got the video.
They're running with the charges. So He is facing 5 years should he be convicted of the charges, and I guess we will see what happens.
That's fucked up. That's funny. It's not funny, but it's fucked up. Like, I laugh at fucked up shit because it makes me feel more comfortable about how fucked up it is.
Another rapper in hot water is rapper Casanova.
Casanova!
The police actually came and got him from the house. I think it was this past weekend, or not that long ago, for a situation that happened earlier this year with a lady. They were all in a restaurant. It was called the Good Stuff Diner in New York City.
The Good Stuff.
She was eating separately. Casanova was with his crew. She was eating her food. She was doing her Instagram posts about her food, and Casanova and his crew supposedly got upset thinking that she was recording them, and then all hell broke loose. They attacked the lady. They are accused of attacking her, accused of breaking her jaw. They came later saying that she lied. They, trying to just discredit her, but at the end of the day, he's being indicted now. So he's out on bail. He goes back to court in December, and
yeah. So Casanova, then this goes to anybody, women, men, but especially men. Don't put your hands on women, especially a group of y'all, and just for thinking that she's recording you. Why do you? I mean, as a black man, I will say, like, when you said it was a white lady?
No. She was black.
She was black?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. As a black man, you feel things. Like, you feel like, this person's been staring at me, or this person's, recording me, watching me, whatever. You do kind of get this feeling, even when it's not there. But that doesn't mean you go over to her table and beat her up, break her jaw. Mm-hmm. It's okay. That's not cool, man. That's
they took her phone.
Cool. But that's one thing.
That's one of the charges.
Might be one thing, but that's one thing. But I'm saying to take it to that next level, to beat her up and all that, that's not cool. So, Casanova, I don't even know who you are, so I never heard of you.
Do you know who Terrence J is?
Yes.
Okay, Terrence J and his girlfriend Golden Barbie. You guys might know her, the Instagram famous model.
Don't know who that
and
is.
Host.
Nope.
They
host of what?
What did she host? Like different little things, not like him. Revolt TV, I don't know, but
Revolt.
So witnesses saw a car crash. It was a McLaren, turns out to Terrence J. Some witnesses said they saw a man and a woman flee from the crash. They left the car parked. Turns out Golden Barbie's claiming she wasn't there. So now people are questioning, who was this woman? Was it Terrence J? Why did he leave his expensive sports car at the side of the road wrecked? It's a whole weird situation. I don't know. But I haven't heard, no one's heard from him on this publicly. So.
Two things that could have went down. It was either him and another chick, or him and his chick, and he told his chick to say he wasn't there, and they could just easily say it was somebody else. He could say it was his cousin. He could say they can get some other chick to get the rap for it. They'll pay that girl. She'll get the little rap. But to assume it's a side chick is weird to me, because why are we gonna go straight ahead and assume that it was a side chick?
Well, it was late at night.
It doesn't matter.
3 hours in the morning.
It don't matter. It was probably her, and they just don't want her to get the rap, so they're probably trying to say it wasn't her. She's probably saying it wasn't her. That makes sense to me. That makes the most sense.
Well, another accident that is in the news, a celebrity accident. Pooch Hall, he is from The Game, that show, The Game, with one of the twins.
Yeah.
Tia Murray, and he's also on Ray Donovan, which I watch. He was seen by witnesses driving with, actually letting his toddler is driving the car. What's going on?
No, I'm like, intern, where's the soda at? Soda. I don't have it. You drank it all? My intern drank all my soda. I'm going to have a new intern next week.
Witnesses say that they saw Pooch Hall driving with his toddler in his lap. His toddler was actually driving while he was drinking. And then they crashed. Police show up. He's still drinking with the baby there. And they took him to jail, took the baby to mom. I haven't heard anything after of the aftermath of this sounds crazy. I'm not sure what that's about.
You're drinking and driving.
With the baby
Mr.
in the car.
You're drinking and driving, and you always seem like a respectable dude, like from your movies and stuff. But that just goes to show you can't judge people.
His characters are.
They're always respectable dudes,
yeah.
Good guys. And that just goes to show, don't judge a book by its cover. This dude has his baby in his lap. He's drunk. His baby's in his lap driving. That is crazy. Like,
super
that is ridiculous. So, I mean, just to say, I don't know all the factual.
Yeah, he needs help. Whatever the deal is, it sounds like he needs to
like
get
I said
help.
to you earlier, something must be going on. A lot must be going on with him for that, if that is the case.
Right.
So, bless him, and hopefully he figures it out. And his baby needs to stay with the baby's mom for now.
I want to just wrap up probably with the story about. So we have 2 new Caucasian perpetrators of calling the police on black people for no reason. Cornerstone Caroline.
I went to Cornerstone.
They're calling her Corner Store Caroline because Caroline was in at the corner store. She was at the video went viral. You may have seen it. We'll put it up.
I haven't seen it yet. We're gonna play a clip.
Yes, sir. Egg and cheese on a roll, salt, pepper, and ketchup. Yeah, she was wrong. You had like 5 witnesses who saw it.
No, I see. I spoke to that lady in the blue shirt.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. Because a little kid brushed up against her and touched her on her butt. She's calling police.
Have you ever seen go to my apartment, 280 East 21st Street, apartment 4J, and I am going home. Goodbye, 911 operator.
There was a little boy with his family. She was at the counter. The little boy with his family walked behind her as they were leaving, and his book bag brushed her bottom. She turns around and accuses him of sexual assault. He's 9 years old. She shouts out sexual assault. She calls the police. She makes a big deal. She even shouted out that she was a cop. That was a lie. Everybody was like, what are you talking about? But she was standing by her word. And the kid was crying, just so upset. He's scared. They reviewed the footage in front of an audience of people, actually. And everybody saw that her lying ass stood there and humiliated that child. Then she wanted to turn around and apologize. I don't know your name, but I'm sorry. Like, this is out of hand. Another thing that happened similar is Hallway Hillary. Hallway Hillary was preventing a white lady, was preventing a black man from entering his own apartment. It was a gated condo community. He was entering. She behind her. And she stopped him and questioned him and followed him until she saw he put his keys in the door, and then she tried to introduce herself and be a neighbor at that point. But it was too late.
He recorded her?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see that. Throw a clip up.
We'll throw it up.
Throw a clip of that. I gotta see that shit.
Please move, ma'am.
I can. Okay. Do you live here?
I'll be answering that question. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. The keypad is right there.
I understand that, ma'am.
You can film me. That's fine.
I understand, ma'am, but you're blocking me.
Into my building.
Okay, and it's my building as well, so I need you to get out my way.
Okay, what unit?
I don't need to tell you that information. So excuse me, ma'am.
I'm uncomfortable.
Excuse me. Okay, you can be uncomfortable. That's your discretion. You're uncomfortable because you're you. I need you to move out my way, please.
No.
Ma'am, please stop touching me.
I'm not touching you.
You just was previously before.
I'm not touching you at all.
So I'm going to step in where
I'm not touching you, and I'm not in any way doing anything outside of letting my dog go to the bathroom.
And I live here and you're blocking the door.
What unit?
I don't need to tell you that. What unit do you live in?
307.
Okay. Great. I'm on the 4th floor. Excuse me.
No. You don't have a key fob. You are...
So she got fired after this happened. She worked as a property manager for another luxury apartment building, and they fired her. She interviewed with a Fox affiliate and stated that she didn't do anything wrong because it was her job to keep people out who didn't belong there.
Them, though?
She was told that if you don't know them, then don't let them in, which is BS. Like, it was a big community complex.
You don't know everybody.
Right, you don't know everybody. Lived in... Even if that's the case.
We've lived in complexes, big ones, and we knew the people who were around us. We didn't know everybody.
Typically, you don't know everyone.
There's no way. Unless you're doing her job, and you should know everyone, which you can do. You can do that. Like, go around, go to every apartment, get to introduce yourself and stuff.
No.
Yeah, it is possible.
I mean, it is, but that was not the case. Yeah, no. And what she did was outrageous. So, my opinion about this is that there needs to be something in place where if someone's falsely accusing, calling the police and claiming false claims, especially against black people, because it's setting black people up for being killed. Like, this has happened before. People say, oh, I saw him with a gun, hurry, hurry. This person is minding their business. There's no gun, but the police don't know this. So, it's just getting it's out of hand. I don't know if this has always happened and it's just now getting put a spotlight on, but this needs to end. Princess Meghan is pregnant. We'll throw that out there. Do you care about that?
Nope.
And there's a big lottery, $1 billion between the Mega and the Powerball, and the money's been rolling over because no one's been winning. So we make sure to play that.
I just bought 4 tickets today. So
yeah. So if you don't see us no more,
no, you'll still see me. You might not.
If you don't see me no more, it's because I hit that lotto. Oh my God. Oh, real quick, the stats on Hurricane Michael. Hurricane Michael swept through from October 7th through the 16th. 155 mile per hour winds at its height. $6.1 billion in damage. 48 deaths, 33 in the U.S. and 15 in Central America. And it went through from Central America all the way to the east coast of the U.S., especially Florida, the Panhandle.
Rest in peace and blessings.
R.I.P. Prayers up to everyone, and I hope you recover well. And did you know that Canada is now the second country to legalize recreational marijuana? Shout out to Canada. Second country to legalize recreational.
I thought it was already
recreational.
I thought they were the first, and we were the second.
Recreational? No.
Oh, recreational, as in like you can just go into like little shops and smoke and like, wow.
Yeah.
Half y'all niggas can't get into Canada. Top of my fans. Look, check it out. You know what it is.
Make sure you guys get that real ID and your passports. If you don't have a real ID by January, I think, of 2020, then you're not going to be able to travel outside of the United States. And you need to get it before they get you. That's all I'm saying. Go to DMV, look it up online, and get that real ID and get yourself covered.
And that's what it is, The Dope Show.
Dope gang versus everybody. Dope gang versus everybody. Dope gang versus everybody.